Hi, Daniel.
Um, is it okay if I record this?
Absolutely.
Alright, so my first question is that how different is college from high school?
Okay, friends-wise, okay, academics-wise, let's start with that. Okay, academics-wise, in high school, you guys are still given a lot more opportunities to make up things, we still kind of baby you guys.
Yeah.
We definitely do. We remind you a million times your homework is due. We remind you a million times your project is due on this day,
Yeah.
right? In college, you don't have that. In college, you walk in on the first day, you're handed the syllabus, and the syllabus says, on this day this week this is due, on this day this week this is due, on this day this week this is due, your test is on this day, your test is on this day, test 2 is on, and they tell you midterms, finals,
Yeah.
things like that. It's your responsibility to keep track of all of that. Your teacher is not going to urge you, your teacher's not going to tell you do your homework. Most math classes in college, they don't even ask you to turn in homework because your professor doesn't want to spend their time grading homework.
Yeah.
But if you don't do your homework, you're going to fail that class.
So
So you have a lot more responsibility.
So what adjustment did you have to make?
Time management,
Yeah.
the whole responsibility thing of doing homework. Okay, I always enjoyed doing math homework until I got to the higher level math,
Yeah.
and I had to force myself to do the homework. But if you don't do the homework, you're not going to pass the test.
Okay. So which university did you attend?
I attended Cal State Long Beach, right next door to us.
Alright, and did you have to choose between which college to go to?
Yeah, I did. I got into Cal State Long Beach. I got into UC Irvine. I got into UC Riverside, Cal State Dominguez Hills. I pretty much got into every college that I applied to besides UCLA.
Okay.
Because that one's a toughie.
Yeah.
Even back then. So, I had a choice in colleges.
Yeah.
I even had choices between Cal States and UCs, but
Yeah.
I ended up choosing Cal State, one because it was closer, for a lot of different reasons. It helped me. But, you always have to choose a college that fits your needs.
So how the experience in college? What was it like?
It was, honestly, there were parts where it was really hard.
Yeah.
There were times where it was, a lot of fun. It's a total roller coaster of times. If you are a dedicated student, you're gonna have those times where, you feel like you've been studying for a month straight and you haven't had any fun. And that's the time when you need to go out and have some fun,
Yeah.
right? But then there's also times where you need to realize, okay, I'm having a little bit too much fun for too long, so now I need to get back to studying. So it depends, it totally depends on the person, what experience it was. For me, it was a really good balance because I spent time studying at school, but then I would come home and I would hang out with friends and family and spend time with them. So school was always at school, and I made sure that I did most of my homework at school so that when I came home, I was free to spend time with my family.
Okay. And how was like people that you met in college different from like high school friends?
The difference is that in high school you see the same people for 4 years,
Yeah.
right? So it's easy to keep in touch with them. In college, you see them for one semester in a classroom. You'll meet them. You'll become really good friends for that one semester,
Yeah.
and then you move on. And it depends on you guys whether you keep in touch or not. So it's you're constantly meeting new people in college.
So when I was doing my research, I came upon like 3 different universities, and one of them was Long Beach.
Mhm.
The other one was Cal State Chico, and the last one was San Diego State University. Which one do you think is the best for a math or science major?
Math or science? Okay, I know for a fact that Cal State Long Beach has one of the best science programs.
Okay.
And I know for a fact, because I was a part of this, that Cal State Long Beach has an incredible math department. All of our professors are very intelligent. All of them are experts in their fields. You have professors that are very willing to help you. You can go sit in their room and do homework for 3 hours, and they'll help you with every single problem. We have math resource centers, math tutoring centers, so if you have a hard time with that, our engineering department is incredibly good and well known. Cal State San Diego, I don't doubt that they have pretty good math and science departments, but honestly, I don't know much about them. I haven't heard anything specific that says that they're known for it. And then Cal State Chico, quite honestly, I'm not familiar with that Cal State at all.
Okay. And do you have any words of advice that would like help me like to keep going in college?
to keep going in college, keep your goal in your head. You know, what is your end goal? What do you want to do? If you have that goal, you can push through anything. And never let one grade get you down.
Okay.
I mean, as a math major, I can tell you, and I'm going to say this on video, I failed a few math classes.
Okay.
Part of it was because I was working too much. You know, and yeah, I cried because it was sad. I failed the class, right? But I didn't let that stop me from going and repeating the class and then passing the class.
So like in college, is it it's very common to like have somebody that has failed a class? And,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. In college, there's a lot of kids that like, especially with math, you'll see a lot of kids repeating classes. Especially people that are not good at math. Like, I know people that repeated the same class 2-3 times before they could actually pass it.
Okay.
So it's very common. You know, there's a certain limit to how many classes that you can retake, but you do have that opportunity that if you know maybe something was going on in your family and you failed that class or it was an incomplete class, you can retake it and take it again and get the credits for it.
Okay. And like what skills do you think I should like pick up now for it could like help me towards the future?
Definitely organization, time management, being able to control yourself and make the good choices.
Okay.
So, you know, as far as organization, make sure you're keeping all of your classes' notes and things together. Make sure you are keeping notes and you're keeping the homeworks with the notes that they correspond with. Time management, right? If you have, you know, if you guys have odd even days, but you know that for the even day you have a big project due, right?
Yeah.
Or you're going to be working on a big project on Tuesday night that's going to be due on Wednesday. So if you got homework on Monday, don't leave it for Tuesday night.
Okay.
Finish it on Monday so Tuesday will be free to work on that project.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So it's that thing of not procrastinating. Oh, biggest downfall for college students, procrastination.
Yeah.
My friends that are still in college, you'll see their Facebook statuses and all they're saying is, oh my God, I have an 8-page paper due tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why did you wait so long to start it? And it's procrastination. You wait, you put it off, but that's the one thing that's really killer for a lot of students.
So my last question is how can I like get scholarships or how did you get a scholarship?
Honestly, for me, I use the same programs that you guys are using. You know,
Okay.
online programs that tell you what scholarships that you're eligible for, and you know you just have to put yourself out there and you have to apply. Like a lot of these scholarships ask you to write short essays or answer like paragraph questions. Don't be lazy, do them. You know, because a lot of people are lazy, and that means that you get a better chance. If you do it, you'll get a better chance of getting a scholarship. Exactly. Also, you know, look at your school. Is your school offering any scholarships? Go to any big corporations, you know, like your school is your main hub here. Your school is your main source for finding out information. So talk to your counselors and see, is there any scholarships that I can apply for? Are there anything, like, you know, it's your school, it's mainly, you know, talking to people at your administrators.
And when you were at college, did you struggle like the bills or like?
My personal bills at times, yes. But I was always lucky enough. I lived at home. I didn't have rent to pay. My parents were always, whatever you make, you can spend on your own expenses.
Okay.
So there were times where I had to dip into my savings to be able to pay a bill or pay for gas. But because I was smart and I put a little bit of my paycheck aside every single month, you know, I was able to make up for it for like that 1 month that I was a little short.
Okay.
But that's one thing that college students have a hard time with, expenses. One thing to always remember is that a credit card is not a free pass to buy everything. You have to make sure that you're being responsible. And the first thing to do is make sure you get a bank account, because if anything, get a credit card with $100 credit limit, because as an 18-year-old, that's going to be the limit that they're going to give you. But if you start with that $100, by the time you're 20 or 21 and you want to buy your own car, you're going to have a lower interest rate because you're going to have built up your credit.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you for such wonderful questions.
Okay.